In this video, I'm going to break down the differences between trade schools and college. But first, what is a trade school? It's a hands-on way of learning a trade, such as a plumber, electrician, and even elevator installers. You spend some of your time, usually 2 to 3 hours a day, in a classroom, and the rest of it you spend working on the specific craft. To compare college and the trades, we're going to look at these three things. Number one, the barriers to entry. Number two, salary options. Number three, reliability, and anything else. Then we will conclude and decide which is better for you in your specific situation. While you study at a trade school, you actually earn money, as that time that you spend work on your specific craft, the internship, you actually are paid about 80% of the salary of a full-time worker, which makes out to be about $44,000 per year, while colleges cost an average of $25,000 per year and then leave you $32,000 in debt after the 6 years, which, fun fact, colleges for a 4-year bachelor's degree actually take 6 years on average to graduate, while as you start making money instantly at a trade school. And the average trade school graduate makes about $55,000 per year. If you go to trade school, you'll be making about $44,000 a year twice, and then about $55,000 a year twice before you even make a single penny from your college degree. And it's said that the typical doctor takes until 40 years old to catch up to an electrician in net worth. 40% of college students drop out before they obtain their degree, while only 24% of trade students do. And like we mentioned, if you go to trades, you're not racking up any debt, so dropping out isn't really that big of a problem. Whereas with college, you still have all that debt, which you can't declare bankruptcy on. Trade schools are really easy to get into. A lot of the websites I looked at kind of mention this, that if you really apply and put even a decent effort in, then you're going to get accepted to trade school. Well, as we all know, college applications are a pretty big deal. Oftentimes you want to submit a pretty high SAT score, a high GPA. It's a lot easier to get into trade school than it is to college, so that's one point for the trade schools. However, there's a reason that colleges are more difficult to attend, right? Well, yes, that leads us to the average bachelor's grad makes $58,000 a year. The average trade school grad, as previously mentioned, makes $55,000 per year. Makes it sound like the trade school graduates are making about the same money as the college grads. However, only 43% of college graduates graduate with a 4 years bachelor's degree, where that $58,000 per year number comes from. If you graduate with a master's degree, you earn about $70,000 per year on average, and with a doctorate or PhD, it's $100,000. And even this isn't the best description of how much you might make, because each degree varies quite wildly in what jobs you can get. It's just you can't quite pin down how much you'll make. The same goes for a trade school graduate too, except if you become a carpenter, you go to trades to become a carpenter, you're gonna be a carpenter. Elevator and escalator installers make about $88,000 per year. However, electricians only make $56,000. So there's still quite a big range of salaries within trades, though much closer than that of college. So I think it's fair to give college a point here. Even though the average salaries are only a little bit higher than that of trade schools, it opens more high-paying 6-year jobs and just overall has a lot more high-paying jobs. I think the number is brought down by a lot of the college graduates end up having to get regular jobs that are just entry-level minimum wage. The demand for plumbers and electricians and carpenters and such is always going to be there. It's reliable. Because it can't be outsourced to other countries, we're always going to need carpenters and plumbers for homes and buildings. That's never going to go away. However, many of these college degrees aren't nearly so safe. Many of the work can get outsourced overseas where labor is cheaper. Most of the time, you have a job before you even graduate when you go to trade school. If you go to the trades, you become a carpenter. While it's not certain what you'll become, and furthermore how much you'll make if you're, say, an English major or a psychology major or anything else at college. But then again, on the other hand, a college degree can lead to half a dozen well-paying career options that you could go for. Most degrees have several well-paying jobs that you can get just simply by having that degree. And that adds a level of security along with it. The college experience is alive and well at universities all around the globe. However, there isn't much of a spirit at trade schools. It's more transactional. This one's a bit mixed, so we can call it a tie for all intents and purposes on the reliability/other category. So, should I go to college or trade school? Parental funding that would render the degree almost free or free, then that's a big reason to go to college. However, if you prefer working with your hands over the office, or you want slash need money now, then trades are probably better. Imagine you get married at a young age, like 17 or 20 or 21. Well, then you kind of need money now to support a family. You can't just go in debt for the next 4 years and then figure things out then. You need a house, for your kids. You want to get the ball rolling. All that said, at the end of the day, you should research a career that you want and find out which field of education is the most efficient at achieving it. And for some jobs, having no college degree at all and just having some sort of Google certificate or online course so you actually know the material can be a lot more appealing to employers. And when you're researching, you should take into account the salaries and dropout rates. It's also good to check out the growth rate of the industry and the amount of jobs outstanding. The more jobs and higher growth rate means the better the chance of you getting the job and the salary increasing over the long haul. And if you really don't know what you want to do and you'd have to take out loans if you went to college, then I highly recommend you don't go to college. You can always go to college later. However, you can't undo student loans. And trade school will make you a good salary while you figure things out. Thanks for watching the whole end, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please defeat the evil like button. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, please ring the subscribe button and smash the bell. Leaving a comment would seriously make my day. I spend many hours researching, scripting, filming, and editing these videos, so it means the world to me when I learn that I've made a positive impact on someone else.